The recording has started. Well now, always remember, Super Dave Bistula, tall, white, gothic, vampire alien, coming to you from Tim Hortons on St. Jacques Street, right near the corner of Cavendish, the T intersection corner, where you have in back, or rather to the east of us, is the Hyundai dealer. To the west of us is the entrance for the Gordon's Goodyear, and crossing the street, crossing Cavendish, right at the next corner, is Lavoto Catavan-Witt, or Car Wash 88. Crossing Saint Jacques, you have the Marché Akavan, or Akavan Market, which is, what's it called again? It's an outlet version of it, an express version, because the main one is on Sherbrooke Street, just south of us. Oh no, sorry, north of us. After that comes Senko, and after that comes the big parking lot, which to the east of that parking lot is Rose Bowl, and west of it, which the parking lot belongs to, is Provico, the Loblaws of Quebec. Here in Lower NDG, Super Dave Bistula, Super Dave Bistula of Montreal, Quebec, Canada. So, I have said before, I have mentioned in another video before, that there were two candidates after Lori Lightfoot has been ousted as a Chicago mayor. One of them was Villa, which looked a little bit promising. The other is who's completely liberal, libtard, retarded. His name is Brandon Johnson. And the most unfortunate thing is that Chicago has chosen Johnson as a mayor. And in this article that we will read, it seems to me that Johnson is making it so that you do not get charged if you loot a store. Nice. Now, Walmart, as a result of it, has went bye-bye. They're getting out of the place, and if people are crying because there's no store in the neighborhood, that is on you, Chicago citizens. You did this to yourselves because you've been advocating this Black Lives Matter stupidity. Anyways, my host David will read from the article, and he will really rake at this moron. David? Yeah, that's right. This whoops. This guy, Brandon Johnson, is a fucking motherfucking idiot. That's what I have to say. Yes, there's a lot of black people that will call him that. Why? Because he's an idiot. He's probably that pro-Black Lives Matter bullshit idiot. No different from, in fact, maybe he's even worse than that bitch named Lori Lightfoot. By the way, this bitch Lori Lightfoot was actually a guy, as you'll read in Real Raw News. That doesn't surprise me. What do you expect? What do you expect? The world is being turned around, left, right, and center, turned on its head. Anyways, I'm going to reduce myself to a little bit and read from this article. Let's Let's open that. Dianikbidyaloy.com. Weird. Anyways, we're going to be calling it that in the description. There's that idiot. Hello. Okay, cancel. Whoops, forgot. Menu, camera, hi there. Yep, there I am. Okay, so watch. Newly elected president, elected Chicago mayor, Brandon Johnson, declares blacks should be free to loot without fear of criminal prosecution. You, sir, are going to make a lot of black people look like shit. That's all I can tell you. And I'm not just saying it because I'm a white guy. There's a lot of black people that will tell you the same thing too. Brandon Johnson, you're a fucking idiot. And watch Chicago really go down the drain. Anyways, let's put on my reading glasses and start reading. Brandon Johnson, the newly elected mayor of Chicago, has stated that in order to combat white supremacy, fuck you, idiot. Black people should no longer be subject to criminal prosecution and be taken out of state-sponsored policing. What a dummy. During the serial criminal George Floyd riots of in the summer of 2020, Johnson was an ardent supporter of the Defund the Police movement. And spoke on a panel entitled "We don't call police," a town hall on a police-free future, in which he praised activists for pushing an agenda that actually can transform people's lives. The Chicago Tribune reports. There are no words to describe the stupidity of this idiot. What a fucking idiot. Did the citizens actually vote for this guy, or was he selected by the committee? Most likely, I think it's the latter. I think it's time for Chicago. If the Chicago people don't want this, they should rise up and oust this moronic idiot, and arrest every one of these people who are doing looting. But then again, anyways, I'm digressing. At least I don't live in Chicago. But Montreal could turn into this kind of shit too. I just hope that this mayor that we have, Valerie Plante, is not as stupid as he is. Anyways, let's continue reading. And part of it is removing ourselves away from this. You fucking idiot. You know the state-sponsored policing, he said. But also the tools have been placed against black folks that have been used violently, whether it's policing or administering standardized tests or around how white supremacy finds its way in every facet of our lives. That we have to fight and resist that. What a dumbass you are. You're poisoning the well. What white supremacy are you fucking talking about, you dipshit? What a fucking ultra maroon. Johnson also defended looting during the Floyd riots. What a fucking idiot. Stating that What we're seeing obviously is an outbreak of incredible frustration and anguish that's tied to a failed racist system. Points reports. No, the only person who I see is racist, you fucking idiot, is you, Johnson. And there's a lot of black people that will point that out. And you're part of that white supremacy anyways. Johnson was asked by a WGN TV interview at the time widespread looting was taking place. Don't you worry about stories leaving Chicago and the county because they don't think it's safe. Johnson bristled. Yeah, he's been put on the spot. Johnson bristled at the concern. He replied, "These companies have insurance and assurance." No, they don't. Walmart just apped and left. You fucking idiot. But then again, this article is before Walmart went bye-bye. He also said you could take a certain level of urgency to protect capital and the wealthy and not have the same tenacity to provide relief for families that have been devastated through structural racism for generations. What a fucking liar you fucking are, Johnson. What a dipshit. Oh boy. Johnson amplified the point, saying, "We have to redirect dollars away from a failed racist system and move it into the hands of people who are trying their very best to survive day to day." Fuck you. You're gonna probably pocket that money and keep it for yourself. I know what kind of a dishonest shithead you actually are. You fucking commie socialist. And if we can't do that as a government, we are failing to meet the moment. Fuck you. To continue to criminalize people and to chastise folks for being poor, that's not what people are being chastised for, you idiot. It's for doing crime. Black on black crime, you fucktard. It's tired and it's old. No, you're tired and old, fuck. We actually need a new direction that calls for massive investments in neighborhoods. Fuck you. You're not going to invest in anything because I know what you're going to do. You're just going to pocket the money, you motherfucker. Johnson also claimed in the debate that standardized tests have roots in eugenics to prove that the inferiority of black people. Oh boy. So you just said that black people are inferior to whites. You yourself are black. So then, if such is the case, why are you running, dummy? No, look. For me, I say that any person of any color is capable of the greatest good and the greatest evil. They're equal to each other. For me, you, Johnson, are a fucking idiot. Where were we? He later distanced himself from the Defund the Police movement, stating, "With all due respect, I get how they are trying to paint a brother. I get it, but I'm not going to be subject to a hashtag that no one can define." Why did you subject yourself to it in the first place, you dipshit? What a shifty little shithead you actually are. Johnson said just weeks ago he never said defund the police. Bullshit. You fucking idiot. Despite stating during a debate that defunding the police is not a slogan, it's an actual real political goal. You're nothing but a liar. But then again, what do you expect from these regressive leftists? Johnson defeated pro-police former Chicago failing public school. Defeated pro-police former Chicago failing public school CEO Paul Vallas with 51.42% of the vote versus Vallas 48.58% in Tuesday's election. Oh boy. So if it was you people in Chicago, you got what you deserved. That's all I can tell you. Now you're going to have to try to fix it yourselves. Though Beetlejuice Lightfoot, I would say this, Pinoy, whatever your name is, don't call Lori Lightfoot Beetlejuice. It's an insult to Beetlejuice. Lightfoot was voted out as a result of widespread dissatisfaction from voters over her handling of crime and policing in the nation's third largest city. Voters replaced her with someone who is even more radical. I know. Stupid, isn't it? Anyways, that's all I can say. I'm just gonna turn off this camera. Oh boy. And there you have it in a nutshell. This guy Johnson is an idiot, but then again, probably the people in Chicago don't know any better. They had a better candidate named Vallas, but they didn't vote for him. Or rather, well, you could say it was almost evenly split. But those who voted for Johnson are a bunch of idiots. Anyways, watch Chicago go down the drain even more. That's all. Super Dave. Just conclude and close it off. I don't know what else to say. Chicago is going to go bye-bye. It's going to go down in flames unless somebody removes Johnson, because he's totally incapable of, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, it's something vulgar. I'll let my host David say it. This fucking faggot can't tell his fucking dick or his ass from his elbow. That's all I can say. Back to you, Super Dave. Quite eloquent, isn't he? David. I mean, we're talking about you. Anyways, no, that's all it is. That's all there is to say. You cannot tell his behind from his elbow. Then again, he's a typical regressive leftist. Anyways, at this point, I'll bid you adieu, au revoir, adios, arrivederci, shalom, salam alaikum, sayonara, do svidania, auf Wiedersehen, yassas, parevces, goodbye. Also, merci beaucoup, whoops, merci beaucoup, muchas gracias, muchas gracias, tudarava, shukriya, shukran, sheshe, spasiba, dankeschön, Evkaristopoli, Shachon Regalim, and the only thing to say is that hopefully Chicago will be rid of that mayor. Maybe they could call a referendum and have him removed, because he's doing the worst type of job and his policies are very, very, very stupid. It's regressive leftism at its best. Anyways, now I'm going to say thank you very much.